Lowe's knows to bring your vision to life, it's important to find the right color. That's why MyLowe's Rewards members get a free Valspar paint or exterior stain sample to test your look to confidently refresh your space. Offer valid in-store only 8/7 to 8/20. Limit 1 per customer while supplies last. Discount taken in time of purchase. See associate for details. Rewards program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
This episode of Is This Adulting is brought to you by our Patreon supporters. We want to say a big thanks to new supporter Larissa J for your pledge. We really, really appreciate it. If you would like to support the show and get some cool stuff in the process, bonus episodes every week, coloring sheets, letters from us, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/isthisadulting. Thanks. Hey everybody, and welcome to Is This Adulting, the mental health comedy podcast you never knew you needed. I'm your best friend, and I have watched approximately 5 horror movies in the last 24 hours. I'm Stephen Pappas.
That gives me like freaking nightmares, just even thinking about that.
I know it does.
I currently feel like I'm the human Eeyore, and I'm really excited to be here with y'all because this is what it's truly like to be an anxious kid that does podcasting, and sometimes it's like there's nothing I want to do more right now than not pretend that I'm doing amazing. And so I just want to say in advance that I'm very grateful both for this type of show as well as y'all both get it, because I think that you're going to help be able to pick me up a little bit, because it's just been one of those days, y'all.
And you haven't even told everyone your name, Chris.
Honestly, I don't think that there's a better way to reflect how I'm feeling than that. But my name is Christopher. Hello. Or Chris. Well, I don't care. You call me what you like.
You know, it depends on...
say what you want.
What do you want, Christopher?
Wow.
I call you both.
That is true. You can... usually just the people who are closest to me call me Christopher. So why don't you both call me Christopher? That'll make me feel good.
You got it.
We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, also, I need you to know The Human Eeyore was one of the horror movies I watched today.
Oh, God. Yeah, that sounds... I don't even know what it's like.
I'm imagining
just
someone...
a tail?
Basically, if you know what Tusk is, which was a Kevin Smith movie where he made a human walrus, I'm picturing that, but somebody making a donkey out of you and stitching together the parts. Anyway, this is the joyous conversation you get when we talk between the two of us, which is why we have another best friend with us this week. She is the director. The director? She's the director.
Yes, thank you.
Fuck Spielberg.
Hell yes.
Should I go on record as fuck Spielberg? Is that a fair thing to go on record?
It depends on, are you using it as like a command or an expletive? Like
a little bit of both.
Should, as a suggestion, hey, fuck Spielberg, if you will.
If that's your thing, go for it. She is
Make sure
a
he's
director,
cool with
maybe
it too.
the director.
just for
yes, consent is
just
key.
for clarification. If it's your thing, then it needs to be his as well.
I love how you interrupted my intro,
I'm
Christopher. I'm so upset. Well, she is a director, probably the director, and a producer. You may know her from Run, a Doctor Who fan cast, and the Interrobang podcast from back in the day, which is where I was introduced to her. Please welcome Tybee Diskin to the show. Hey, Tybee.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here.
We're so excited to have you here. Yeah, the director in our presence. I'm super pumped.
Director of all
We've
directors.
Done it. We've made it. This is our last episode.
Tybee, I feel like I've started to develop a habit where I compliment whoever is coming on and always makes them uncomfortable. And so I apologize in advance for this. But can I just say, I can already tell you're a very fun person to be around. Like, everything about you, like, you got this awesome smile, you got this awesome haircut, you got all the way around. I'm sitting there thinking, this is already picking me up. So I just have to say, if that makes you uncomfortable, I understand, because I also...
It doesn't.
Oh, good, I'm glad, because I definitely don't like compliments myself, but I can't help it. It's just, you're giving me a good vibe, which is what I'm needing. So thank you in advance.
Hey, thank you. That is a lovely compliment.
I do what I can.
And also, I'll let my hairstylist know.
Please.
You know?
I'll go out there and
Tiffany,
get my hair
gotta
styled
tell
the
ya.
exact same way because honestly,
Okay.
my hair, if I grow it out just a little bit, like maybe I could look cooler if I look like you. It's true.
Could you?
I don't
look
know.
cooler, Chris?
We have a long.
You look pretty cool
Thank
to
you.
me
I
right
appreciate
now.
it. We have a long history of me and bad haircuts and talking about that on the show. So
That is
So that's
true.
why I'm still looking
I
for that
see.
perfect look, and maybe that perfect look is just Tybee.
It's
Yes.
the new Rachel.
That's it. I gotta go. Bye.
Ooh, the
new
new
Rachel.
Rachel. Yep, I think that made that creepier than intended. I was trying to be nice, and then it got weird.
No,
so I'll just stop. So
not weird.
thanks for being you. How about
Hey,
that? I'll stop.
Thank you for letting me be me here in this space.
This is such like
Wow.
a love fest. I'm just so happy. Thanks for all the kind things you say about me all the time, Christopher. Oh wait, you don't.
Do you have a banana tattoo?
I do
Can
have
I
a
see?
banana
Can
tattoo.
okay, but it's got a dagger through
It's
it.
got a dagger through it. So, long story short, we made a bet with our listeners / another podcast called the Wine and Crime Podcast that if we got enough support on Patreon, I would get a tattoo based on our show. They said, if we double your numbers on Patreon, will you get a tattoo from our show? I said, sure, that'll never happen. And now I have matching banana tattoos with one of their hosts. And it does mean something as an in-joke from their show, but I just like to go around and tell people it's a fuck the patriarchy tattoo because it is a
Wow.
banana getting stabbed.
Are you in a long-term relationship with anyone, or are you single?
I am in a long-term. I'm married.
Okay, I was gonna say you could totally like slay bitches that way. I feel like
just
I
a
wouldn't
pickup line.
recommend it. Don't be a pretend feminist, everyone.
No,
but
yeah,
if you did, though, it might work in your favor.
No, very married, very happy.
Yay!
But thank you, I guess.
You're welcome. Take it however you want. Freddie Mercury says, "If you see it, darling, it's there." So just
Freddie.
Freddie.
Oh,
Good old Fred.
I've never heard him called Fred Mercury.
That's I wouldn't recommend it. I feel like it was a mistake on my end.
Only as close as friends.
Yeah, he didn't like that
allowed to
one.
call him
Anyway,
Fred.
we're gonna get into everything in just a second. But
Yeah,
before we
we
do,
should.
do you want to tell everybody where they can find you on the interwebs and/or your home address?
I live in a tree on the side of the road
Nice.
off the 134.
What kind of tree?
An old wicker tree. Tybee's a witch, just so everyone knows.
You can find me. My Twitter is at Hello Tybee Ren. It's HELLOTYBEEREN. That's also my Instagram. I do, as you said, a podcast called Run, a Doctor Who fan cast, which is about to probably get very excited and excitable and all kinds of good excitement things attached to it because they are starting the new season with Jodie Whittaker.
Oh, yeah.
And you can also see some of the work I've done production-wise on an app called Yarn. It's a narrative storytelling app that is apparently very big with teenagers, and was entirely foreign to me when I started there a year ago, and now I feel deeply entrenched in something that is not for me at all. It's a very weird feeling.
I don't know any of the apps. I literally got Instagram a week ago.
Oh, wow! Welcome
Yeah.
to Instagram.
I have posted nothing.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Post something.
Nothing is interesting about my life.
That's not true.
Thank you for singing it. This is the second week in a row that our guests and I have both sung things that are happening. Here, you
I
know
love
what?
to sing.
I like it's an affirming musical is what you're doing.
You know what? I'm gonna
Just
spit-
Life
whatever.
is interesting.
There, I'm gonna Instagram that picture later
Perfect.
of our
Look,
little
you did
Skype
it.
call. There, I've done my first Instagram. I'm a big boy now.
Congratulations.
I don't like saying that,
I'm
and I don't
throwing you
ever
a bar
want to say it
mitzvah.
again. Oh, do it, please.
Oh,
true
do
coming
it.
of age.
It takes a lot of work. You have to study for like a whole year.
Yeah, I've never been big on the studying.
Mm.
Chris can attest for that based on my college career. Not my favorite thing.
That is true. Oh yeah,
And we've
that's
been
true.
talking about your lamp this entire time.
Yes. Okay. Do you want to know about this lamp?
Yes.
Yes.
So
we
she
do.
was given to me by a Saudi prince. That is not a joke. My old boss, I used to be the EA for a prominent YouTuber at the time who was then a Viner and is now an Instagram snooze. And he's friends with this Saudi prince whose house we shot at for some music video or something. And it was like my second week of working for him. And he had these incredible lampshades with these faces on them. But there's like the features of the faces are made out of like paper and marker, and they're just like really cool and really brightly colored. He had two of them in a bedroom, and I was like, dude, these are amazing. I'm obsessed with these. And they're huge, by the way. They were huge. And as you can see, mine has been cut into a sconce. It used to be a full lampshade, but it was so big that I couldn't find anywhere for it. Because I asked him, I was like, where did you get these? He's like, I got them. They were part of an art installation. I actually have extras that I never found a place for if you want one. And I was like, excuse me? So he showed me some of the ones he had, and this one reminded me of my mom, actually. When she was younger and like acting all the time, and her old headshots. And so I snagged that one, and for years it sat just kind of like randomly in my apartment, and I finally had a friend saw it in half with me, and there's like LED sticker lights behind it to light it up from the inside.
That's so cool.
And it makes me very happy every time I look at it.
I love it so much.
That's so cool.
All right.
Wow.
Sorry, I just
what a crazy story.
Yeah, I was like that.
A Saudi
I was not
prince.
expecting that lamp to have such a story. I love it.
She does.
I like how
I would love to have a Saudi prince give me something special.
You know,
That sounded more sexual than
something
again as intended.
special.
oh god.
Oh, where are all the good Saudi princes?
I'm gonna
I
have
know.
to decide how much of this I'm gonna put in the show. Anyway, hey, we're gonna start this week off just like we do every week with a mental health check-in. So, Chris, how you been?
Pass. No, I'm joking. You know, the last couple of days have been very interesting because something that I've been sharing for a while on the show now is for the last couple of years, especially as I've really started to become more and more anxious and kind of deal with those type of struggles that I hadn't dealt with before, I started really hating being in larger crowds. And I'm a usually very outgoing person, so it seems kind of contradictory to what most people would think, but I just always felt really uncomfortable and I never really knew what to do. And so slowly I found myself over the last couple of years, the more the more times that I would be in them, the more and more I'd want to just like get far away from them. And so I found myself even in like small stuff of probably not being the best like friend or the best spouse or the best family member, because I would just want to keep, like I would say, fine, I'll go to this. And then like the day of, I would want to just call in sick just because it was too much to try and kind of do. But some good news to start off, I found myself going out and spending a good amount of time socializing in larger crowds this weekend. And I actually had fun. It's one of the first times I feel like I've genuinely felt excited about being outside in not like a huge group, but like a group large enough for me to be able to consider it like a win.
Right.
So that was really good. And that was exciting because it made me want to at least experience that again. And so I'm not quite as scared as I was. So that's been positive. And then in the last couple of days, it's been a combination of a lot of things from just work to, I don't really know how to explain it other than, how just sometimes, this is going to sound so much like I'm from the 1940s here, but so just follow me here. But how just sometimes you can just really feel like, man, I'm super blue,
Right.
like it's just, if the blue men needed another person, then I could easily fill in for them, because that was just how I've been feeling the last couple of days without any it's one of those things where like anytime something would happen, it would seem even more significantly worse than usual. And I feel like I was just a walking bummer for a while. And I've even today, which I'm going to talk a little bit about later, which I'm super excited when I found out what you want to talk about, Tybee. But I found myself kind of when I'm in stress, going to a different type of personality than I'm used to. And so all the way around, it has been a weird week of both successes and every time you take 2 steps forward, you take like 6 steps back, it feels like. But as much as, if I'm being fully transparent, I did not want to record tonight. Mainly because I just didn't want to do anything than lay on the couch, put on TV, and just try and numb every possible feeling that I've been having for the last day or so. But I'm glad that I'm speaking it out into the world because I also didn't want to share, but I'm trying to hold myself accountable to just speak to how I'm feeling, whatever, if that's good or bad. And so I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but overall, I'm grateful to be able to be in a place to where I can simply say, hey, I don't feel good. I don't know why I don't feel good, and that makes me anxious. And I was already anxious. And then I can have 2 people as I'm talking to both nod, and I can genuinely see in their eyes like, hell yeah, I know that feeling. And sometimes that's the most encouraging thing you can have. So overall, I'll say it's been interesting, but I'm grateful to be here with both of you and talk about Saudi princes.
Yeah, love them.
So there you go. Now you can keep that.
Now I've got to keep it in the show, or else everyone will be like, "What happened?"
Yeah. So Tybee, tell me a little bit what's going on with you.
I'm actually feeling a little bit anxious because right before we recorded, I used to be pursuing acting full time, and I stopped because it was making me miserable, and I just decided to show my boyfriend an old audition tape I made. Don't ask how we got to that point, but I decided to do that, and it triggered intense anxiety for me, where I was like, well, this wasn't like this is the choice I was making, and this is why, like, I also don't think it's great, and like I just melted down, and he was like, it's fine, and I was like, it's not fine. I was so embarrassed, and like there was nothing in him that was suggesting that I should be. He wasn't doing anything. I mean, he wasn't like, that's amazing, but like for me, when it came to acting, if people weren't like, if their faces had not been melted off by my performance, I had failed. And so I just like can't do it. And it's interesting because I'm both still incredibly anxious and trying to come down from that nightmare. I ended up showing him something else to try and like, that I was like kind of proud of, to be like, yeah, look at this other thing. Even though he's seen me do stuff that I'm proud of and was like, it was fine. I just like, fine is not good enough for me. And 2, I just like because I had that meltdown, I realized like, yeah, I made the right decision to stop doing that full time, because look what it just did to me in 3 minutes. Like, I hate myself all of a sudden. And I'm like, why? This is so stupid. So now I just proved to myself by accident, the hard way, that I made the right business career decision.
Yeah. Well, can I just say, so I actually used to do acting for a while, and me and Steven both have played music a good amount, and whether it's those things or even in the same thing with podcasting, it is amazing to me how I think I have very, very rarely looked back, watched back, listened back to something I've done and not immediately wished that it could be burned so that no one could ever see it. And so I just want you to know that I hope that we can help reduce some of that anxiety, because even as you were saying it, my heart was like racing, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to find anything from my past that's not like a childhood home movie that I can at least kind of just say, well, that's different. I was 5, compared to something that I was like genuinely trying on. And yeah, I'm sorry that happened, because it sucks to relive something that sucked so bad. I think it's the best way of saying it. Yeah. Well, gosh. Well, thank you for sharing that, and being able to be here
Sure.
afterwards.
Thank you.
Yeah. Steven,
How are you?
are you in the same boat as us?
I'm always in that boat, bud.
I assume so.
The anxiety ship. It's a ship now.
It is.
Are we like doing the Titanic thing where all three of us are just back to back to back, just holding each other, and we're all kings and queens of the
We
world?
are. I love it.
of anxiety.
Of anxiety. We are steering that ship directly into an iceberg.
But we're all right at the tip, and that's making us anxious, and we're starting to sink. So now we're having to run back to even out the boat.
The analogy's gotten
This
away
has
from
gotten
us.
it's gotten complicated.
It's too real. It's too real. We'll just keep going, Steven.
Well, things have been weird because things have been fine and like nothing like is wrong, but I've just been in a weird like headspace. So brief content warning real quick just for just some discussion real quick of self-harm. Just real fast. So yeah, my doctor brought up self-harm with me. Which is something I have not talked about in a very long time. My psychiatrist at my visit, because I was talking to her about like how tattoos for me are therapeutic, and she asked why, and I said because when I am feeling it, I can point to it and say that's my pain, not the other thing I'm feeling. And she's like, "Did you ever self-harm?" And I was like, "Oh, I really don't want to talk about this."
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that put me in a weird headspace, and so like I think I've been like.
Was that today?
No, that was last week, and it's still kind of bugging me. And I'm gonna be 100% transparent. Had a really bad weekend because we went to my brother-in-law's graduation from chiropractic school, and that's an amazing thing he's done, and he's worked his ass off to be a doctor, and he deserves every good thing he gets. But
Did you
for
start
some
comparing
reason,
yourself?
yes. I was just like, his success is my failure, and my not always, it's better now, but my having not always had a great relationship with her family and feeling like I never lived up to expectations really affected that. And so I kind of joked about it a little more than I should have, and I upset my wife a lot because I think she thought I was belittling it when really it was a defense mechanism of like, oh yeah, well, trying to not compare myself while comparing myself. And so we talked about it, and it's water under the bridge now, but at the time it caused really the first like major tension in our marriage in the 3 years we've been married, of just like real, like I could tell I did a bad, and and she misunderstood the reasoning behind it. And so it was just kind of a stressful weekend. I mean, all is well, but we had to have a conversation about it and really talk it out. So that put me in a real weird spot for the rest of the week. And so far this week, it's been me comparing myself to everybody. I'm not good enough. Look at how my clothes don't fit right like they used to. Look at how I'm not eating as well as I should have. Like, my God, like drive myself off the road and then I'll be okay. Like just like badness.
Yeah.
I'm okay for everyone. I don't want anybody out there to hear that I'm not okay. I am okay. I've just had a weird period that I had to talk to my therapist and my wife and lots of people about, which is an important thing to do. Talk to people. You're not alone.
I always view those
I
as
think
like
that-
like if your brain or your emotional center was a train station and emotions were trains, that like that one's just a long one, and you might have the urge to like jump out in front of it to stop it, but then it can't go anywhere. It can't go anywhere and clear the station for other emotions to come through. So you just have to like watch this long ass freight train of anxiety come through. But if you stay out of its way, it will pass, and a new emotion train will come chugging right into the station. But sometimes, man, it is hard not to be like, get out of here.
Go on, get it.
That's a cool analogy. I've never heard that
Hey,
before.
thanks.
I like that a lot.
I don't know where it came from. Probably got it somewhere, but
I like
it helps me.
It's from your
It's
wisdom.
something I will
It's just
use
deep down your wisdom.
forever now.
I am the director.
You are the director, and now you're the director of my anxiety coping mechanism, because I will use that just like I found a weird piece, which I've talked about this on the show, actually. I found a weird piece after my dad passed away, hearing you talk about the idea of sitting Shiva. It brought me this weird sense of peace, hearing about that concept and like this idea of it. So like this is the second time that you have unknowingly given me a coping mechanism that I'm
happy
going
to be of
continue
service.
to use. Yes.
In some ways, you are his Saudi prince.
You've given me more than I could ever ask for.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, as always, if you have a mental health check-in you'd like to share or an idea of how we can encourage you throughout the week, we will remind you, as you clearly understand by now, we are not mental health professionals. And if you are in need of care or you need to talk to somebody, please seek out a mental health professional, go to therapy, or if you're in crisis, call 1-800-273-8255. That's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. It's 1-800-273-TALK. And even if you aren't in crisis, they will talk to you. They are a resource that you can use if you feel like you don't have anyone else to talk to. But remember, there are folks around you. There's a community. You know what? Even if you feel as though you can't find a community anywhere else, there's a community around this show that cares and wants to hear from you. There is a Facebook group where people share their good and their bad all the time. It's the Is This Adulting Best Friends. Check out in there. But all that being said, if you would like to share with us, you can email us at isthisadultingpod@gmail.com. We'll remind you, we get a lot of emails. We read every single one of them and we discuss them, but we don't get the chance to respond to everybody. But your emails are being read. Your voice is being heard. So
That's lovely.
yeah, we just doing our part.
Yeah, man.
Well, it's time to move on to our first topic.
Okay.
Which is our topic. And Chris doesn't know what our topic is.
Yeah, this is a very rare occurrence.
Yeah, Chris usually comes up with the first topics, the segments, things like that. I do a lot of the behind the curtain for everybody. I do a lot of the face of the show and contacting guests and talking to people. He does a lot of the coming up with ideas and then throws them at me. Well, you're clearly going to know that Chris didn't come up with this because it's not a good idea. But
hey, the way to explain it is this just helps kind of. I'm very grateful for you because it. Now I don't know, Tybee. I know a lot of your podcasting work, if not most of your podcasting work, is with other people. But it can be really encouraging if you just kind of call and say, "Hey, I am having a day from hell," and I'm going to lean on you more than it's even fair to ask. But So in advance, I'm going to say thank you for this, unless it's something where it's picking on me. And if that's the case, I'll still be grateful, but I'll be a little less grateful.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm picking on you.
All I do is pick on Chris.
Maybe a little bit.
We are wont to do segments on this show. We do it a lot.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna maybe bring up a segment idea. And maybe we do it again one day, and maybe we don't.
See.
Okay.
Sometimes those are the best ones.
Yes, that's how we got Noise Boys.
That is true.
But I'm going to bring to you a segment that I'm calling Revive It or Archive It.
I like the rhyming.
And so what we're going to do is every time we do this segment, unless this is the only time.
Let's do it.
So this time when we do this segment.
It would also technically be every time. So.
Yes, so every time we have done this segment, what we're going to do is I have done a tad bit of research on discontinued products.
Ooh.
And so just based on our memories of them maybe, or the description of them, or just kind of the idea of them, we are going to, as a panel, decide, do we want to revive this product? Should it be brought back? Or do we want to leave it? Let it die. I was trying to think of something to rhyme with let it die, but I could not.
I like archive. So. It's a kind way of speaking to where it just goes out into that inbox in the sky.
And I think, Tybee, we're around the same
farm
age.
up north, so to speak.
The spam folder in the cloud.
There we go. Oh, that's both actually the most accurate of any of the ones that we said, and somehow the most poetic.
So, Tybee, we're roughly the same age, I imagine. Mm-hmm. And so
12.
Yes,
I'm 12 years
I was going to say 71.
We're all 12 years old. Hey, everyone. You didn't know this whole time.
Hey.
We've been
We're
living
this
under
many.
this. We've been living under this masquerade that we are 28, 29 years old, but we are not. We are 12-year-olds.
We
I actually am not 28 or 29 years old. I'm 31. I just turned 31.
Really?
That's the same age.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Happy labor.
birthday.
Yes, in general, we are the same age. Yeah, thank you.
So we're all kids of the 90s.
Yes.
So this week, I want to talk about some 90s snacks.
Let's. Hit me.
But I tried to find really, like, not
Deep
the
cuts.
ones that everyone's going to expect. I'm not bringing up Dunkaroos.
No.
Not doing that. I'm not immediately going to 3D Doritos because that's what everybody talks about because they were amazing.
I forgot about those.
And some of these are obvious ones, but other ones are ones I forgot about. So these are 90s and early 2000s snacks, and we're gonna decide if we need to bring these back. I'm gonna need to hear some arguments. I have 10 of them, so maybe not long arguments.
Okay.
But
Go.
but at the same time, maybe long arguments. Who knows? Who gives
Okay.
a shit? Anyway.
All right.
The first one I have, and someone told me this still exists somewhere, but I don't believe them. It's a cereal. And we all love Rice Krispies. Mm-hmm. They're great. And we all love Rice Krispie treats. Okay. Well, wow.
They're fine.
Shots fired. Mm-hmm. Shots fired at you, Rice Krispies. Snap, crackle, and pop. Watch out. Mm. So, Rice Krispie treats cereal.
Yes.
Was very briefly around. Apparently, it was discontinued after
excellent.
only a few years.
Oh, man. I remember that box so well.
Yes, it was like they had 2 boxes because it had a resurgence in the late 2010s, or early 2010s. Sorry, now is the late 2010s.
Yeah, I was like, right now? I
Oh
can
my
get
God.
it right now?
I have to leave this recording.
With any of these products, well, not all of them, but with most of them, if you know where we can get them, please let us know. And or we have a PO box. We've been sent. We thought Waffle Crisp didn't exist anymore, and we got 8 boxes of Waffle Crisp in the mail. So
wow.
Yeah, we got dedicated listeners when it comes to cereal. So Rice Krispie Treats cereal.
Revive it.
It's okay. For those of you that don't know, it is crumbled up Rice Krispie Treats.
Yeah, it's
You
excellent.
pour milk over it. That's
See, it's weird because I had like negative feelings about Rice Krispie Treats, but Rice Krispie Treats cereal, it's a different story.
What are your negative feelings about Rice Krispie Treats?
I'm just not super, they're fine, but I would rather have something else. If you handed me a Rice Krispie treat and you were like, I made this, please eat it, I'd be like, okay. I'm not going to turn it down. But if there are other options, I'll take the other options.
Tybee, can I say, I don't know if I've ever met anyone who has had almost a word-for-word description of my feeling both towards Rice Krispies and Rice Krispies treat cereal. I never understood it. I remember, my friends would get upset with me because they're like, let's go get Rice Krispies. I was like, that sounds disgusting. But then all of a sudden, all I would want to eat was that Rice Krispie treat cereal. I don't know why.
Interesting.
I'm with you. I think what I like about the cereal, or what I liked about the cereal, was it was a much more tolerable amount at one time. I feel like with Rice Krispie treats, it's just too much.
That's a lot of marshmallow,
And I love marshmallow, but just you have one bite and you go, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
But I think with the cereal, you have the ability to, you can have some of the milk. You can it just seems you pretty much have the same amount as one Rice Krispie, but it's just small and separated out, so it's more doable.
Word.
And I will say,
well, something else.
Oh no, go
ahead.
for it.
I was gonna say one thing I will say is that my comfort food as a child was Rice Krispies, the original cereal, plain Rice Krispies with, and I'm so sorry ahead of time, listeners, half and half.
Whoa.
Instead of milk.
Whoa.
And sugar.
Wow. That is impressive.
So you
And
essentially,
I will still eat that.
You essentially
Get out
made
of my way.
deconstructed Rice Krispie ice cream.
That is correct. That's exactly what the fuck I did. Thank you for knowing me.
Anyway.
Actually, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I know. As I'm sitting here, I'm like, I did the same thing with cornflakes and a butt ton of cereal. So really the only difference is the half and half. And hey, I won't knock it till I've tried it. Buttermilk also. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah. Too tangy, my dude. Too tangy.
Cereal's not meant to be tangy. All right, so I think it's a resounding revive it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Bring this cereal back. General Mills? Who? Kellogg's. Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Part of a balanced breakfast, which always had like 8 pieces of toast and 3 drinks. Okay. So the next one, I think I know where our feelings are going to go on this. It is one of the biggest food flops of all time. But there is some nostalgia in seeing the product if you see the bottle. So we're going to go to a little known company called the Heinz Company. And
is this going to be about green ketchup?
Yeah, in the 90s, they made colored ketchup. It was Heinz Easy Squirt ketchup, which Heinz, let's talk about that name. But Easy Squirt ketchup, it's like bright green, but also purple. They made purple. Now,
did you ever taste test regular
did.
ketchup? Yeah, and what did you find?
Of these Easy Squeeze ones? They tasted different.
Yeah, they taste different.
It's like they changed the like molecular structure of the ketchup so that it could be this weird color. And don't get me wrong, I like ketchup. In fact, I like ketchup more than most people. I will. Chris and I literally in college had like a ketchup shot off and did shots of ketchup at a dining hall facility table once to see
we were not
eat
healthy
more ketchup
college
faster.
students, just for clarification.
Yeah, here's the thing, and I might get in a little trouble for saying this, but that is one thing that I think is a gender difference sometimes between like people who identify as man or woman, not non-binary people excluded from this.
Sure.
This thing about the like I've never met a girl who's like I took shots of ketchup to see how many shots of ketchup I could do. If you are a girl who has done something like this, please tweet at me and tell me, because I would love to know your free unencumbered soul.
Yeah, see, for us, I think it really was toxic masculinity. It was like who loves ketchup,
right?
Well, and actually,
I think that must be part of it.
I think where it started was I would share, because I have been such a pro ketchup boy my entire life.
He's a good ketchup
boy.
I'm eating a protein bar. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
That's okay. It's perfect.
I love it.
It could use some green ketchup, but
no, it could.
Actually, no.
Ketchup.
But I think it all started was when I told people that when I was a younger kid, I used to beat the system because a lot of times my mom didn't want to give me specifically money to buy like desserts. Because
I did this too. So this is how we became friends.
So I would literally at lunch, people would pay me like a quarter or a nickel for me to just eat a whole ketchup packet. I mean, okay, hold on, let me clarify. Not the actual packet part.
The contents.
The contents of
sure.
Yeah, and
to shotgun a ketchup.
Yeah, and I would pretty much just do that over and over until I had enough to go and get me some ice cream. I mean, yeah, it's not my proudest moment, but it's the truth. And I think that's how we had a conversation of who could do it more. And I think the combination
because you were sharing your like grizzled pasts with being ketchup masters.
I mean, I think really what it came down to was a combination of toxic masculinity and deep insecurity by two boys who later realized that they were equally insecure and best friends for it. And I think that's how we did it.
I love that story.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, early college and kind of late college. So I'm, for those of you who have never seen me, I'm a bigger boy. I'm not like the biggest boy, but like in college, I topped out at right at almost 300 pounds at one point. And so there was a part of me that was just like, if I do impressive things with food, it fits this character that I'm creating with my appearance.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that played into it for me.
Yeah.
But all that to say, ketchup is awesome. But if you're asking me, Heinz Easy Squirt ketchup, that's a archive it.
That's a archive it for sure.
Christopher? Chris?
I may have loved it growing up.
Oh no! I don't want to eat anything that is a milky lavender.
It was just kind of fun for someone who put ketchup on so many things. It was nice to have a different type for a while.
Word, I feel that. I can dig
that. I became an artist with my food for a small
artiste.
Yeah, for a small time. Ketchup was my muse. That's sad, but it was the truth. So
I'm picturing you in like a very ghost-like scenario, like you're behind a bottle of ketchup and but the ketchup is also on the molding table spinning.
wait, so the bottle of ketchup is seducing me?
No, you're seducing the ketchup, and in the background the entire time is the Righteous Brothers Unchained Melody. And it's a good time. Anyway, so, 2 beats 1 and archive it.
I think that's fair.
It's pee-pee poo-poo food. Please don't eat it. Anyway, next up, we're gonna go to a drink. It's a drink. And, there were a lot of things that claimed to be juice in the 90s that were not.
Are we about to talk about Sunny Delight?
No.
Squeeze It.
Squeeze It is where we're going.
Okay.
I
So
like how she
Squeeze It's
knows
where
where you're going. She's in your head right now. This is amazing.
I know.
I'm a total fun ruiner, you guys. Like, I got to know the stuff before the stuff.
Yeah, and I love it because, they were discontinued in 2001. So if you didn't grow up in the 90s, you have never had a Squeeze It. You may have had a Mondo.
Damn, they made it to 2001.
Right? And here's the thing. You may have had a Mondo, but fuck Mondos. Because Mondos had, aspartame in them to make them less sweet. Or to try to, spend less on sugar. Squeeze-Its were straight up high fructose corn syrup, flavor, water, and color.
Color. Mm-hmm.
And Chris, you're looking at me like you were a Mondo boy.
Well, one, I'm sad because I loved Mondos.
I know you did. You are, of course.
Yeah, okay, so Squeeze-Its, here was what's interesting. I was a kid that loved sugar, and Squeeze-It was one of the few things that I found myself, as I would drink it, go, oh my God, this is too sweet, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think because of that, I want to archive it, but I also want to revive it so other people can. I'm going to archive it. Okay. This is better for everyone's health if they don't have to experience the 99.9% sugar that was.
Tybee, thoughts, feelings.
I'm looking up Mondo right now because I don't remember Mondos.
They were not as good. Squeeze-Its were extra sketchy plastic and had faces on them.
I will even say, as a big Mondo fan, there was definitely not the same amount of flavor in Mondos as there was Squeeze-Its. They were not good.
Yeah, I don't really have any feelings about strong feelings about juice. That's not really juice. My adult brain is like, archive it. It's bad for you. Mm-hmm. But in terms of flavor, I still don't have any thoughts. So archive it. It's bad for you.
And I'm actually going to archive it too because when I worked at a grocery store when I was 16 years old, I got an entire 6-pack of Kool-Aid Jammers, which were essentially Squeeze-Its, and I drank them all on a 10-minute break, and I got violently ill, and I threw up blue. So archive that shit because it's the same thing.
Yep.
All right. So for the majority of my childhood, I thought yogurt was a dessert, and the next product is why. Dannon, for a while, had a yogurt called Dannon Yogurt Sprinklins. And it was yogurt, and on top was a cup of sprinkles, and you just mixed that shit right into the yogurt. Vanilla, strawberry, didn't matter. It had it because now you see they have granola on top, and sometimes they get real edgy and put chocolate chunks on top. But it was just straight sugar, y'all. It was sprinkles, and you put sprinkles.
Everything from the 90s is straight sugar.
Trix yogurt. Come on.
How
did we survive? Well, I will still fuck up a Fun Dip. Don't that's even true.
But let's talk about it. With Fun Dip,
I will not even.
They decided to say, you know what? We've tried every form of sugar that we can. Let's just let it just be what it is. Let's just
straight sugar.
Yeah.
Dip this sugar thing into this other sugar thing,
and then when you're done with the powdered sugar, eat the hard piece of sugar.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Stick your tongue out. Show your friends.
Or else.
Entice them to eat sugar.
Gosh. Oh, God. I can go down a rabbit hole. I was about to ask if you remembered Melody Pops, those lollipops that were whistles, too. Oh, yeah. I got in a lot of trouble with those. But Dannon's Yogurt Sprinklins. You know what? Bring that shit back, y'all.
Revive it. Fuck it.
There's a lot.
Get your cultures and your sugars.
And I'm going to say, there's a lot of this Greek yogurt out there, and I have a bunch in my fridge right now. But there's something about that not natural yogurt that we ate in the 90s.
It's just like frozen yogurt, but like cool
Uh-huh. And
instead of cold.
It's like
it was a lot
slightly
more
different
vibrant
custard.
fluorescent colors.
Is kind of what it was. That's the best way to describe it.
It was good. So I'm going to officially go on record and say, bring it back.
Revive it. Why
Christopher?
not?
I feel like
it hasn't gone truly away, but
yeah. I mean, I would say I'm fine if you. I mean, I've already lost if I didn't want to.
Yes,
but
you have.
but for me, it's just kind of, this one's a little less creative. It's just yogurt that you could put something on. So I'm gonna say, like, we can revive it, but also, hey, if you don't want to wait for
put
Dannon
sprinkles
to
on it.
revive it,
Yeah.
you can make that happen in like 5 minutes, everybody. I promise.
Okay, so I'm going to hit you with 3 rapid fire ones.
Okay.
okay.
And then I'm going to hit you with 3, like, more conversational ones here.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay, rapid fire.
Minute Maid juice bars. Do you remember these things? You got them in the cafeteria.
Yes.
They were in like paper, wax-coated paper sleeves. They were little trapezoids of juice bars. And they were like frozen Minute Maid juice that you could get for like 25 cents in the cafeteria.
Never seen or heard of that in my entire
Revive
life.
it every damn day.
It was nothing but syrup, and I'm going to say archive it.
Oh,
It's Minute Maid, where it's 100% juice. Yeah, I would still
Pass.
I would still
Pass.
revive it
Oh.
all day long.
All right, so this one is a stalemate. This one's up to you, Minute Maid. Do your thing. This one has kind of already been revived, so I felt weird putting it on the list, but I just wanted your personal feelings on Surge.
oh no, archive it. Keep it archived.
Yeah, archive that horrible disease that is a drink.
I loved Surge.
It's so scary.
Nothing suited me better than being a 90s kid getting like a Happy Meal or like not even McDonald's, but the kids meal at Burger King, and going over to that machine and just getting a big old cup of Surge as a little ADHD kid. My mom
I
hated
feel like
it.
I used to put Surge in. We would go to Taco Bell after Taekwondo,
It's a very Taco Bell
and
drink.
I would put like. Did you guys? I don't know if you guys ever. You mix all the drinks
Oh,
together.
Sure.
We called those suicides. I don't know why.
Yeah, we
That's-
did too.
Yeah,
It's-
that's
I
what it was
hate
called.
It's
that.
highly
name.
insensitive now, but in the 90s
Yeah.
we definitely called them that.
Yeah.
I think Surge was one of those things I could mix in there, maybe. But I also remember getting them at the skating rink, whilst wearing a white tank top,
Uh-oh.
khaki cargo shorts, short ones.
Wow.
Because your girl's always been legs out, and I think lipstick and dog tags. I was going for
Whoa.
like a GI Jane
Oh my
look at
gosh.
11,
Okay.
and it was
You were like
weird.
like the bad girl of Old Navy, and I love it.
Were you
That's exactly what I
were
was.
you
Thank
fully
you for
G.I.
understanding.
Jane though? Did you like buzz your head and go around telling people to suck your
No.
dick? Like
Oh wow.
I probably did tell 1 or 2 people to suck my dick. But no, I didn't shave my head. I had like a bob
okay.
because I was growing out a pixie cut. And like thinking back, as a person who figured out their sexuality at 27, now that I'm discussing their outfit, maybe somebody should have been like, hey, would you like to talk about this subject of you dressing like the fightiest queer girl?
We grew up in the South, so no matter how we dressed, they said, "Hey, let's not talk about this subject."
Yeah.
Oh, well, I also grew up in the South.
Repress.
Yeah.
It's our favorite game.
I used to get told a lot, and content warning, skip ahead literally 20 seconds. I used to get told I looked dykey a lot, and that used to fucking, like, get me. Like, nothing made me madder. And I think it's because it's such a mean word. I was like, you could have just told me I looked gay. Like, that at least wouldn't have hurt my feelings as much. But there was something about specifically the kind of, like, disgust that people would use, where they would, like, paint that word with, that it was like, man, like, I wouldn't even be that offended if you thought, but, like, why did you have to say it that way?
And
It was weird.
so I'm just gonna say, based on the fact that it brought up those thoughts for you, fuck Surge.
I
Yeah,
say,
let's archive.
I say we hand all those horrible, problematic people from our past a bottle of Surge and then just archive them away.
shaken up.
You gotta watch
Yeah.
out because their heart
Archived
will
a lot of
explode.
them. One of the people that called me that recently tried to friend me on Facebook. And I said, a decline.
It felt so good, didn't it?
I think I just hit like ignore.
So it's just sitting there forever.
Even better.
Yeah.
All right.
Just stuck in rotation.
Okay. Reese's Swoops. Do you
Reese's
remember
Swoops?
Reese's Swoops? They looked like Pringles, but they were just chocolate.
Oh, yeah. For sure I remember those.
Yes.
They were dope.
They were amazing.
They came in like a plastic tube.
Yes, they like a little
Yeah.
tiny Pringles can, basically, and they were Reese's Pringles. Now, no potato, no nothing. It was just straight chocolate. I am immediately voting that we revive those and bring those back.
Anything that Reese's ever made, revive it.
There's something nice about it being like a thinner piece of chocolate, so it doesn't make you feel as guilty. You know,
I like it.
It's one of those things of like, I can just have a small pack of this, and it's not nearly as bad. So yeah, I'm cool with that. We'll
Those
revive
look
that.
delectable.
That sounds
They
good.
look delectable. They apparently also did Almond Joy Swoops. I just saw.
They
That's a
did
little
York
weird.
Patty. They did a lot of different type.
Okay, so
There was a strawberries and cream Hershey's swoop.
what?
Oh god, that
Let's
sounds
archive that
amazing.
permanently.
Yes.
Sorry. No, Chris.
Oh, sorry, not that one. I was just more talking in general about swoops. I didn't even hear which
Swoops.
flavor you said.
Oh, okay.
So there's another piece of chocolatey. I won't say goodness. I'm not sure what to say about it. It
We'll be the
combined
judge of that.
two of my favorite things, which is chocolate and sweet tarts. But combining them is a little
No.
interesting.
I hate that.
This is called the Wonder Ball. And
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember this. It is a chocolate
yeah.
ball. It's hollow. And inside, there are sweet tarts.
Weren't Wonder Balls like outlawed or something
I think
crazy
Kinder
like that?
eggs were, because it was
something
like-
wild like that. Excuse
It was
me.
like plastic toys inside
Oh,
that you
maybe
could
that's
choke
it,
on.
Kinder eggs.
But like
Yeah,
Wonder
yeah,
Balls
yeah,
had
yeah.
like sweet tarts in the middle. I specifically
Yeah.
remember a SpongeBob SquarePants one.
Yes.
I'm going.
Well, the thing about Wonder Balls is that you typically didn't eat it all together. You would like take a bite so that it was now open, eat the sweet tarts, and then eat the chocolate. No?
Yeah, I don't know. Or would you eat the chocolate, set aside the sweet tarts, and then go? All I know for sure is that Wonder Balls was a mean nickname that I was given in middle school, and
That seems like a compliment. I mean,
I don't know.
Someone's like,
There's
wow,
a lot of connotation.
I'm in wonder with those balls. Sorry. That's a very complimentary middle schooler. So I think I just realized Tybee, as you were describing how you would open a Wonder Ball, I realized maybe I was slightly more of an aggressive kid than I realized, solely because I'd always have fun with it. Like I would like throw it on the table and
geez.
bust it, or I would like not like punch into it in a way that is bad, but just
Sure.
kind of be like, hey, this is a fun thing that can't hurt me because all that's inside is just sweet tarts. So
But really,
I
it
like
got
like that you were
20 years
exploring the
later.
edges of your psyche.
I know. It's just how many ways did I unfortunately take it was literally a Wonder Ball for me. Like I would find all these different 50 Shades of Wonder Ball. Sorry, that's gross. All right, we'll keep going. I will say though that I am going to revive it because I want other people to experience the true wonder that is being able to see something that's unexpected inside something else.
See, and I'm archiving it because I'm
archiving
no,
it,
thank
too.
you.
Those flavors don't go together.
Oh, I don't
My
think they
chocolate's
go
got
together.
Sweet tart dust on it.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't
Well-
like that either. I will say, I don't think it's weird that you used to throw it
It was so
or
fun.
like punch
Well, it's a
it.
ball.
Yeah, why not? It's a
It
ball.
was just so fun. Well, I'm sorry,
Yeah, it
kids
makes
out
perfect
there.
sense
You'll
to me.
never get that experience of wonder, but it's all right.
Because we, the authorities, archived
They said,
it.
screw you and
Now it
your
can
joy.
never come back.
Took it away. We don't like joy. Anyway, last two.
Okay.
Okay.
Pudding roll-ups.
No. Archive.
What?
I've never even heard of that, but get rid of it. Get it the fuck out of my
They
brain
are
space.
essentially like fruit roll-ups, but pudding.
No.
Also, if you recall, they were kin to Jell-O pudding snacks, which were these tiny little like pudding gummies. I'm gonna go ahead and say 100% no.
Yeah,
we're gonna
100%
archive
fuck
that.
no.
Chris is into it. He's smirking.
I've never had this before, but
This is like a George Costanza thing. Wasn't there
I'm
like
at
the
least
whole pudding
intrigued.
skins?
I'm intrigued if nothing else. I mean, I don't think that it would necessarily be good.
I have had them.
Are they bad?
Yes.
It kind
Yeah, they sound bad.
It kind of just looks like toffee in a way, but not.
But it's not. Okay, so
It looks like that, but it isn't.
again,
that.
Chris, even if you want to bring them back to try it, you
Yeah.
have been
Well,
outvoted.
too bad.
The tribe has spoken.
Okay, it's all right.
and you've been voted off the island. The last one, okay, so this might be polarizing.
He's making a face, you guys. People out there in audience land,
I am,
best friends.
because I loved what we're about to talk about, but a lot of people
Okay.
did not.
Hit me.
So we all love Altoids.
Do we?
Well, okay,
That's
some of us
that's a
love
pretty
Altoids.
bold statement.
Altoids, for a while, released a line of products called Altoids Sour. Mm-hmm. And they were super sour little hard candies. The ones I remember were tangerine. I could kill a can of those in a day easy in middle school.
Yeah.
I would go through
Yes.
all of those, and then I would keep the tangerine case and put I don't know, shit in it because I thought I was cool.
Yeah.
Not literal shit. That would be
No.
bad.
No, I think we assumed that.
Well, you never know with me. So okay. So I loved it. I'm 100% in on this. I need to know your feelings.
I thought they were I enjoyed them, kind of. I 80% enjoyed them, and 20% was I hate this. And I think there's just better things to put in your mouth out there.
That's the new slogan for Wonder Balls.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably
God.
something better to put in your mouth. I'm going to start. Yeah, we're going to keep that one.
Okay, so here's my feelings. Let's start with Altoids. You said everybody loves Altoids. That is incorrect, my friend. I do not like Altoids.
You do not
Altoids
like Altoids.
make my
Yeah, they're
mouth
too much
hurt.
for me.
There's it's not an enjoyable taste of any kind. I'm also very bad with anything sour. I was always, if you ever had a warhead, for example, my face would look exactly like the face on the warhead. I hated it so much. And so the combination of two things that made my mouth hurt so much would be just pure pain. And so I would never ever want to wish that upon anyone. So I have to personally archive it.
Well,
Archive it.
I'm sad y'all couldn't bring them back just for me.
Hey, I never
Sound
got
off,
to try
internet, at them.
I never got
no.
a chance to try my pudding roll-up, so...
Yeah, that's true, Chris.
Pudding roll
I know.
up.
And you know
That's so
what? If I
southern
have
to
to
me.
sacrifice pudding roll-ups, if I have to sacrifice tangerine Altoids so that we can live in a world without pudding roll-ups, I'll do it.
Wow. That's true commitment, my friend.
He's a man on the edge.
I do. I live, I would say exclusively on the edge. But
Yeah, that sounds right.
yeah, it's
You seem like that.
How many Wonder Balls per day do you punch? That's the real definition of how on the edge you are.
Every time he sees a kid with one, he just slaps it out of their hand
no.
as hard as he can. No!
Life has no wonder, kids. Can I just say, I still remember the stupid theme song from Wonder Ball. Does anyone else?
I wonder.
Oh my gosh, there we go. Woo, you and me are the same
You
page.
guys don't realize.
And I need you to
I got all of them.
I just had a weird nostalgic my brain exploded because I went, "Oh my god."
That's it.
You don't,
Wait, let's see if I can find
you don't
it.
want other
I'm gonna
people
Google it.
to have that exciting feeling that you just had. You chose to archive it when you could revive it and let others experience the joy.
Yeah.
I was
a lot of
hoping.
bad.
I was hoping. What's in?
That's the most 90s thing I've ever heard.
I like that it was a little bit rock and roll. It was kind of like rockapella.
Yeah.
It seemed
That was perfect.
It seemed like the type of rock and roll you would have heard on Full House.
Yeah.
It's like a guy
Yeah.
that got 8 years of college
Or, Step by
specifically
Step.
in music theory and didn't know what to do with it, and this is his big break. Respect for him.
Oh yeah.
Well, we are going to take a quick break, but remember, kids, there's no wonder in the world. We will be right back with
What's
more
in your
Is This
Wonder Ball?
Adulting?
Nope, don't ask.
Don't
me
ask them that. More,
Okay.
We'll be back.
Bye.
Hey everybody, best friend Stephen Pappas here, breaking in with your weekly podcast recommendation. So this week we're recommending boozy movies. You know boozy movies, and if you don't know boozy movies, you do and you just think you don't. Was that confusing? It might have been. Anyway, if you've listened to any of our episodes with Hannah and Julia from Film Roast, this is them. They were Film Roast. They are now boozy movies. They drink the drinks, they talk movies, it's wonderful, and I want you to go listen to it. But also, guess what? I'm on this week's episode. This week's episode, it drops tomorrow. And Hannah and I got together and we talked a little hocus pocus. which if you've listened to the show for a while, you know I'm obsessed with Halloween and spooky time movies, even the fun ones. And so go check it out, Boozy Movies. It is available wherever podcasts are sold or traded, because sometimes you can trade podcasts. That's what I hear, at least. All right, back to the show.
I wish I could stay a little longer.
You seem miserable with us. So.
No.
Having a bad time.
Yeah,
Very bad time.
Clearly. I mean, it's obvious anyway. Hey, we're back. Y'all heard that. So it's game time. And Chris, always comes up with the first topic in the game, but not when we play this game. So this is literally, I think, voted by fans the favorite game.
I think it's more just a voted of they enjoy watching me suffer. Is what I think that is, or listening to me suffer.
I mentioned.
Are people seeing my face?
No.
Okay, cool.
Just on that Instagram post.
Yeah, that's what's important.
So
I didn't put on any makeup or anything.
It's me neither. It's okay.
Tight.
We're all easy breezy, beautiful cover girls, and we don't need makeup.
That's true.
We're beautiful, no matter what they say. Words cannot bring us down. Anyway, so this is a game that when I mentioned offhandedly to Tybee, just as an example of games we do, she immediately went, that one? I want to do that one. And now I'm like, I don't even know if you remember what you signed up for.
I don't.
So this is a game.
I'm really excited. I know it's trivia something.
It is. This is a game everyone loves. It's called Too Fast, Too Trivia. And the point of this game
I'm already
is
obsessed with it again.
I'm going to ask fairly simple trivia questions. For instance, I may ask, what color is grass? The answer to that is green or brown if it's dead. But you only have like a very brief window of time to answer it, and you really just have to stream of thought.
Describe how brief of a window.
I don't give you any time after I'm finished reading it. You have time to say an answer, and then we move on.
It's literally the very first word that you think of.
Yes. The first thing you say is the answer I'm taking. So
before you get too nervous, Tybee, you'll realize very quickly that no one can be worse than me at this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you're just listening for the first time, you're going to think this is a bit. It's not a bit. This is not a goof. Chris is literally this bad at this game.
I'm not an idiot. I just truly commit to the very first word that comes to my brain, which is more a reflection of how scary it would be to live inside my head.
Yeah, it's rough. So anyway, Chris, we're going to show Tybee how this is done.
Yeah, it's trivia, but it's children's trivia. Just done real fast.
Yeah, but some of them I throw in some harder ones, and then I also like to throw in ones to trip you up that are just easy or have no answer.
You don't even have to come up with ones that throw me off. I'm already bad, but here we go. And and there's intense music that's played, so it makes it even more stressful.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Yes.
And I typically do give our guest a few gimmies, the same gimmies every time. So, okay, here we go. Chris, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm going to close my eyes so I can just speak what's truly on the brain, whatever that might be.
Yes, baby, just talk.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, Christopher, here we go.
Okay.
What is my favorite animal?
Bugs.
Name a kind of precipitation.
Ground precipitation. Damn it.
How many strings are on a guitar?
7. Dang it.
What is Spider-Man's real name?
Teddy.
Who's a good boy?
Me.
Name the 7 dwarves.
Grumpy, Stumpy, Lumpy, and Bumpy. Nope.
What is 3 + 1?
4.
Who's the main villain in Beauty and the Beast?
The Beast. No.
Name a Gen 1 starter Pokemon.
Pokeboy. No.
Name a blue.
Pokeboy.
Name a blue fruit.
Blueberry.
There you go. What is the square root of 64?
8.
Whoa.
Yes, I can't believe I got that one.
Why can't you win a game in our fantasy football league?
Because I'm so bad.
What Pokemon evolves into Jolteon?
Graham Boy. What is going on?
Yep. Name the Hogwarts houses.
Hufflepuff, Slytherin, Raven Boy. Why is everything ended boy? What is going on? No. God.
Nope. You screwed it up. How many questions did I ask you about Pokemon?
4. No.
Okay.
Oh, I don't even know that.
Okay, Christopher.
I'm so freaking bad at this game.
There's a few that I hope you ask me
Okay.
God.
from that bunch.
Unfortunately, none repeat. But,
Damn it.
Christopher, what's my
I could've
favorite
gotten
animal?
those dwarves.
You said bugs. The correct answer is capybara, not bugs.
There
Oh my
might be
god, that is such a good animal for you.
Right?
Like that's perfect.
There might be a bug that lives on capybara. So
One of our
Half-boy?
listeners sent me this little stuffed capybara. His name is Reggie, and he sits
Sweet,
with me
sweet
during
Cappy boy.
every recording.
Tybee, you're gonna hear me try and advocate for points, and the reason why is because I just want to get more than 3 points, which is the most I've ever gotten.
Yeah,
I feel like you'll get more than 3.
I think I may have gotten 3.
So name a kind of precipitation. You said ground precipitation. That is
No.
not correct. I would have accepted rain, snow, hail, anything in there.
Snow is on the ground.
How many strings are on a guitar? You said 7.
I meant 6.
We are both musicians. I
meant
am
6.
upset with you.
Yeah.
What is Spider-Man's real name? I don't remember what you said.
I said Teddy.
Teddy. It was
It's
not
Peter.
Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Who's a good boy?
Teddy.
You said me. That's not the right answer.
Oh.
The right answer is literally any dog in the world except for my dog Ghost.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Name the 7 dwarves. You said Grumpy, Lumpy, Bumpy,
And Stumpy.
and Stumpy.
Are you ready for me to rapid fire the dwarves at you?
Yes, go for it.
Sleepy, happy, dopey, grumpy, sneezy, bashful, doc.
Boom. And you actually put them in the exact same order that I put them in.
That's what's
All
up.
I'm saying is mine were the
What a
less
useful trick,
loved
huh?
ones.
Yeah.
they were the third cousins of the dwarves.
The Instagram alternate universe dwarves.
Yeah, Bumpy.
So-
he just is covered in zits.
Bumpy.
He's sponsored by Prozac, not Prozac. Oh my
Clearasil.
god,
But he also-
Clearasil. That's a different
He also
medicine.
produces beats that slap.
Ooh, I love it. DJ
Oh my
Bumpy.
gosh.
You know, he's bumping.
So,
Bumpy.
what's 3 plus 4 or 3 plus 1? You said 4.
I
So
got
you
one.
got that one right.
Yes.
He did. He got both the math ones.
Who's the main villain in Beauty and the Beast?
It's not
I
Beast.
know. It's
You
not
said Gaston.
Beast.
Or no, you said Beast. It's
No, he's
Gaston.
a beast. It's
Yeah,
Gaston.
I said Beast.
So far you're not doing good. Name a Gen 1 starter Pokemon. You said
Pokeboy.
Pokeboy.
I was trying to say Pikachu, and instead Pokeboy
well, okay.
came
See, here's
out.
the thing.
Pokeboy.
I would have accepted Squirtle, Charmander, or Bulbasaur. I would not have accepted Pikachu because Pikachu was released in the later game Pokemon Yellow, which was not as good as Pokemon Red and Blue.
Boo.
So,
Okay, nerds. Let's keep
Thank
it rolling.
you. I appreciate that.
um,
I like Pokeboy.
You have a
That's the
Doctor
main
Who
character.
podcast, okay?
That's the main character.
Oh, I know. Wait, side note. At work, not only do I host a Doctor Who podcast, I was also part of a giant Fallout web series.
I love it.
Like, I'm a goddamn nerd. And the finance guys, also our main finance guy sat and I was like, I want to know about the spreadsheets. Tell me how to do this pivot table thing. I don't know how to do this. And one day I sat down at the lunch table and I was like, what's up, nerds? And they both looked at me like their feelings were hurt. And I just looked around. Like I was like, what are you looking at? What do you think happened just now? Like it was really weird. They thought I was really bullying them and I was like, I'm flattered that you think I'm cool enough to have just insulted you as nerds, like I'm not one. But that is not in fact true. And you guys should chill out.
Yeah, nerd is not a
Anyway.
bullying term for me. Because I'm a nerd. I use nerd for everybody. I also
Right.
use dude for everyone. Like I don't use dude as a gendered term. I feel
Same.
like everything is a dude. My computer was a dude earlier. I was like, dude, come on. Like, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's my life. Anyway, name a fruit that's blue. You said blueberries.
I did.
Blue brace,
Blueberries.
bloobs.
Bloops.
What is the square root of 64? You said 8.
Okay. For whatever reason, thank you, high school math or whatever.
And you know what, Chris?
grade that
you know
is.
what? Why can't you win a game in our fantasy football league? My answer was karma for all the times you've done ASMR sounds to me.
Yeah.
But I will accept because you're just so bad, because that is right. So you have broken your record.
Oh
You got
my
4
god!
correct.
Wow.
He got 4.
I would like to thank so many people.
Last but not least, I'm going to play you off. My
Okay,
music's playing
okay.
you off. What Pokemon evolves into Jolteon? Don't even know what the fuck you said.
It was
wasn't
something.
Eevee.
It was something with a boy again. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Pokey boy. Pokey
Name
boy.
the Hogwarts houses. You
I
said
started off good.
no, you didn't. You said Pufflepuff.
Oops. You know what I was
Hufflepuff,
going for.
Slytherin,
Yes.
Raven
Ravenboy.
or Raven Boy.
Raven
Raven
That's
Boy.
what it was.
And then I just stopped, so you don't get credit.
Which is, I think, what I am. A Raven boy.
That's me too.
I know all of them for clarification. I did happen to watch 4 of the Harry Potter movies in one day last week.
Is that where you learned them, for the movies and definitely not the books, Chris? Come on, you nerd. All right.
That's also where I am.
Really? Not the books?
Never read the books.
Oh, you hurt my soul.
I have read the book, Stephen.
Okay.
Okay, this is too close to ASMR. Anyway,
That's what how Pokeboy is. He just gets.
And,
he just
last
gets
but not
like
least,
sneak us behind you and just go. It's me, Pokeboy.
Boy.
I'm gonna poke you.
Boy.
no, I don't like it at all. How many questions did I ask you about Pokemon? You said 4.
4.
I asked you 2.
Well, to be
okay.
fair, I did put Pokemon related things in like 4 of the answers by mistake.
You did. Just like
Raven boy.
Raven
Boy.
Yeah.
That's so Raven Boy. Anyway,
It's just.
which I would watch that
It's
show.
just a kid that just quotes "That's a Raven" all day long. I love him. That would have been me growing up. Oh wow!
All right. Well, the time has come. Tybee, are you ready?
Hit me. I'm ready.
All right.
Don't
You're
worry.
probably gonna just own it. All right. Here we go.
Close your eyes. People.
How many legs does a dog have?
4.
What type of cloud? Or name a type of cloud.
Cumulonimbus.
Whoa. Where's the Eiffel Tower?
Paris.
What is the name of your podcast?
Run. A Doctor Who
What's the
fan cast.
capital of Hawaii?
I actually don't know.
What cereal is Sonny the Cuckoo Bird cuckoo for?
Cocoa Puffs.
Boy.
I hate you. Finish this term. Macaroni and
Cheese.
Boy.
According to... Wait. I don't know why that's a question. This is a question that I had for our last guest, so I'm going to ask you. According to AKC, what is the most popular dog breed in the country?
Maybe a golden retriever?
Yeah, I don't know why that's still on there.
I don't know.
What number comes after 19?
20.
Where does The Sound of Music take place?
Oh, shit. I actually don't know.
Oh, that's it. Oh shit is the answer.
Detroit.
What kind of tree makes pine cones?
A pine tree.
What state do you live in?
California.
What do cows drink?
Water.
What? There you go. What
Nice.
podcast are you on right now?
Is this adulting?
What's your favorite color?
Black.
Okay. Yeah, you got some more gimmies.
Yeah, I think that you may have won slightly.
How many legs does a dog have?
How many
You said
dogs does a
4.
leg have?
Well, it depends on how excited those dogs are.
Ew.
Anyway, how many legs does a dog have? You said 4. That is right. I almost had to disqualify you for time on name a type of cloud, but I messed up the question, so I'll give it to you. Cumulonimbus.
Thank
Where's
you.
the Eiffel Tower? Paris. You got that. What is the name of your podcast? I just took Run, and then I kept going. What is the capital of Hawaii? You said, shit, I don't know that. That is not the correct answer. The answer is Honolulu.
That's the one. I was like,
There you
it's not
go.
Oahu. I can't think of what it is.
Volcano Town.
What cereal is Sonny the Cuckoo Bird cuckoo for? Cocoa Puffs. You got that correct. Finish the team. I said term, but finish the team. Macaroni and you said cheese. That is right. The most popular dog breed, which I left on there from when we had Allegra on Allegra Ringo. My bad. Is Labrador,
Oh,
not
well,
Golden
okay.
Retriever, but close enough.
Aren't
what number
retrievers
comes-
Labrador retrievers?
So embarrassing. Am I right,
They're-
everyone?
Or is that
Yes.
a mix?
Yes, technically they are Labrador Retrievers.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. You win. Well, actually, you've already won. What number comes after 19? You said 20. Where does The Sound of Music take place? You said, oh shit. So that is not. That is not. It's in
Actually,
Austria.
Austria. That's it. I was like, I know there are Nazis, but I cannot for the life of me. I've never seen all of Sound of Music.
You're not missing much.
Yeah.
What kind of tree makes pine cones? You said pine. That is correct. You live in California. That is also correct. What do cows drink? I always really hope somebody will say milk,
yeah.
but it is water. You were right. You are on Is This Adulting? I'm really waiting for a guest to fuck that one up. And what's your favorite color? You said and then black. So I will take black. But
It's like a
Yeah,
it was
you've
just like
won.
a vampire. Like
Thank you.
and black. Yeah. Sorry. That was
That's
not a
what it
good. That
was.
was not a good vampire voice. Just so everyone knows.
so you've done it. You've been victorious, just like Panic at the Disco sang. And now
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You truly destroyed me in every possible way.
I kind of want a round
confidence.
where there are no gimmies.
well, we'll have to have you back.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do it again. Too Fast, Too Trivia. And I'll give no gimmies to anybody. all
Perfect.
trick questions.
I think you could give me the gimmies and I still wouldn't win.
Chris, what is your name? Mustard.
I do say that is a one that I've unfortunately answered multiple times. Not specifically my name being Mustard, but just I don't know why.
All right, well, y'all, it's been a good episode. I'm going to not have anything to say for the next, 20 minutes. So, Chris and Tybee, y'all talk about your topic, because Chris has done nothing but talk about this to me for, I don't know, our whole friendship.
Yeah, it's been years by this point.
Yeah, so
I've only
Chris
known
is
about it
obsessed
for a
with
week.
it.
Oh my gosh! So it's
Here
my
we
favorite.
go.
I'm
If
so
that.
excited. So why don't you start off, Tybee, by kind of explaining what you want to talk about, and then we can kind of go from there.
Y'all have fun.
It hasn't even been a week. I think I've known about it for a matter of days.
Wow.
I want to say. Maybe, yeah, not even a week. The Enneagram. I was introduced to it by my friend Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
I am in a live performance of Rocky Horror later this month, so we're in rehearsals, and Maggie directs it. And so I was in a thread talking to her and the costumer, and she was talking about being in a rabbit hole for this Enneagram thing, and I was like, what the hell is that? And as a person who's constantly trying to understand myself so that I can better myself, I'm like, give it to me. What is this thing where you know yourself and there are types and we can classify? Nom 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 nom. Give that to me. And so she had me listen to a podcast called The Back Pew, which they talked about the different types. They had a person who was that number talk about the number. But basically, for those of you who don't know, it's what would you call it? It's a structure of 9 numbers set in kind of a circle thing.
Yeah. So
a nonagon.
If you like me to, just because I've spent a stupid amount of time reading, listening, and talking for hours upon hours with people about it, because I'm also obsessed and have been for a while. Here is the best way that I would describe the Enneagram. Now, when I was first introduced to it, my immediate response was actually kind of counter to what a lot of others are. Anyone who likes certain things, such as personality tests, if anyone has done certain stuff, like Myers-Briggs or any of those type of things, you're definitely probably going to like this. But I was more hesitant with personality tests for a long time. And the main reason why is because so often I find that no matter what test it is, it tends to very much be, this is what you are, congratulations, deal with it. You're learning about yourself, which is great, but it doesn't necessarily provide tons of areas of growth, but more of just factual information about this is who you are. What I really, really like about the Enneagram, and I'm always hesitant to even kind of put it in the same ballpark as a personality is because, so ironically, the Enneagram has been around for thousands of years. It's been found in many cultures, many religions across the world. And at its core, what it is saying, let's look at our lives and let's be honest. Every single one of us have a lot of trauma that has shaped us. We have had great relationships and poor relationships. We've had broken hearts. We've had moments that have built us up. For many people, we've had traumatic experiences, whether that's of health, whether that's death, whatever it might be. Whatever the case may be, as you're growing and as you're becoming more and more of a person, your body begins to start trying to respond the best way it can, often figuring out the best way it can survive. And so we develop these coping mechanisms. What the Enneagram is about is saying there are roughly about 9 different types of ways that we cope just as people. However, what's really nice about the Enneagram compared to others is it says, although you have a default number that you kind of go to in times of it's just kind of who you are, both at your best and at your worst, sometimes of just kind of how your body has learned to cope. Simultaneously, we have all of these different things within us. Every single one of us have these things within us. And so what you start realizing pretty quickly is, yes, I might be one number on the Enneagram out of 9, but when I am in stress, I go to a different number. And when I'm in a good place, I start going to a different number. And also, I tend to share a lot of commonalities and insecurities and ways of thinking with this person over here. So I end up having a wing as well. So quickly, you end up being able to encapsulate a lot of the human experience in one. And what's great about it is, unlike other type of personality stuff, it's not saying this is who you are, the end. It's saying this is how you tend to respond. Now, this is what things bring that about often. These are some of the things that may have caused it over time. And these are the ways that you can also grow. And here's ways that you can receive things better, that you don't get upset, but instead you're able to kind of move forward and grow from it. And so the whole point of it is to learn about yourself, learn how to be compassionate towards yourself, and simultaneously learn. The way I always describe it to people is, it tells you that both you're not crazy for feeling this way, because you realize other people have the exact same worries, the exact same concerns, while simultaneously it says, but that also means they're not crazy either. And that's what it's really, really cool, because you're able to start, it becomes a tool for navigating problems and miscommunications, because when you start having friends or spouses or other people in your life that also know what the Enneagram is, there are times where the biggest example I can give, and then I want to hear more about what your number is and everything else, Tybee, is me and Steven, when we went to Florida back, when was that? Back in February of this past year?
Yeah.
So we went to Florida, and we had a moment where, like anyone who's been with a close friend for a long time and you spent all the time together, you're going to have momentary moments of stress, and you'll clash, because that's just how relationships work. And in that moment, we intentionally found ourselves clashing in front of two other people, and so a couple things could have happened. One, we could have made the whole entire table awkward, and everyone knew it for the rest of the night, and then we also have to stay together for the rest of the week and then drive back 10 hours, and it just becomes really awkward until we talk it out. Or it gives you the ability and gives you some tools to be able to say, hey, so I'm feeling this way because you know this about me, and then simultaneously Steven could say, and you know this about me, and this was my default that I went to. I'm sorry, I totally understand how that rubbed you the wrong way. And I can go, yeah, and no wonder it makes sense how I rubbed you the wrong way. And then you can realize it takes the personal out of it for a second. And you're like, sweet, you're able to process it, and you're able to move forward. And we did all of that pretty much within 30 seconds of a yelling argument in front of two other people at the dinner table. And they were definitely confused, but it really quickly went from just being like, dude, you're being an asshole. It was like, well, you're being an asshole. Well, I'm being an asshole because this is how you made me feel, because this is what number I am. And I was like, well, that makes sense, because I got insecure because of this. And all of a sudden we finished up and we're like, I'm sorry I ever did such a thing. You're like, me too. That was really insensitive. And I go, would you like me to get you some more bread? And then we were done. And
That's amazing.
And now, don't get me wrong, that's out of us taking a lot of time talking about it in the past. But
and having known each other 10 years didn't hurt.
Yeah, but still, what's great about it was sometimes you're gonna have your feelings hurt.
Yeah.
And being able to remind yourself that, like, okay, I may be acting stupid right now, but that's okay, because I'm not the only one who feels this way. And then I also, so I can give myself a little bit of grace there, and simultaneously I can give whoever I'm talking with the benefit of the doubt too, because they're probably experiencing the same thing but in a different way. So that was a very quick, maybe still too much information at one time thing. So Tybee, I want to hear more about what you've been able to find out and how it's been able to be helpful for you so far.
I'm only a couple days into it, so because I legit finally only figured it out, like what I was maybe 2 days ago. I had been listening and reading and trying to figure it out, and I like took one quiz and I was like, this doesn't sound right, and I took another quiz and that didn't sound right. Because I'm a person who's always like, I don't know what Hogwarts house I am. I've decided what Hogwarts house I am.
Congratulations.
Thank
Raven
you.
Boy.
It's Raven Boy. It's actually, and it's funny because people who know me when I'm calm always say Ravenclaw. And people who know me when I'm more like stressed out say Slytherin. And I actually would say Gryffindor. And my my Enneagram numbers sort of confirmed that for me, which I thought was very fun. At first, when I was listening to the episodes of the Back Pew, I thought I was probably a 4. And then my friend told me she thought, which she's like, I'm not supposed to do this, because I was like, what do you think I am? She's like, you're not supposed to diagnose other people. But
yeah, that is true.
I do think you're maybe an 8, which I listened to the 8 one, and I was like, I'm not a fucking 8. Is this what people think of me? Like, I got kind of weirded out because it was like very confrontational and very aggressive and very like scared of like things you can't control. And I was like, that's not me at all. I just like wanted, I don't know. It frustrated me because I was like, and I know that she didn't mean for it to frustrate me by any means. I think that people see me as being fairly confrontational. And it's just because I'm not afraid of it. So I'll do it, but I don't like it. I don't want to argue with anybody. I fucking hate it. It makes me shaky. I don't enjoy it, but I'm also not gonna not do it just because it's uncomfortable. So I think that's where, in this kind of society where especially a lot of women are taught to like bottle feelings or not rock the boat, and because I don't do that, I'm seen as being like more confrontational than other people, and I don't think that that's true. And so or maybe it is true, but it's not because I'm confrontational. It's because shit happens and I don't shy away from it. Yeah. Which isn't to say that I have nothing to work on about myself as far as the way that my diplomacy skills couldn't be improved, because they definitely could. But I also like I'll just go, I take things on head on. Yeah. And so I think I kind of was like identified as an 8 at first. And then I was reading about ones, and I want to read you the Enneagram Institute description of a 1. 1 wing 2 specifically. Because I think that's me. It's like in my recently searched. Structural Enneagram. Okay, ready for this, you guys?
Oh, yeah.
It says the servant leader. Perspective 2's empathy with individuals joins with 1's idealism to form servant leaders, people who are concerned with improving the human condition. Enter Interrobang with Travis and Tybee. They are compassionate, caring nurturers and managers, as well as advocates for the underdog, which is like the meest of me. My whole life has always been like advocacy for the underdog. And there are definitely some like problems here. Like when 1 wing 2s lose their normal reserve, they seem unnatural and incongruent to onlookers. On occasion, Hillary Clinton, who is a 1 wing 2, has been accused of having a meltdown. She may tear up or get melodramatic. She can become overly controlling and what anti-feminists delight in calling shrill. These are clearly moments of reverting to associated perspective 7. La 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 la. Point being, there's like some stuff in there when I'm like stressed or when I'm in moments of feeling healthy or expressing myself in a healthy way that are kind of include that 4 type and like different pieces of the puzzle like that. So I think 1 wing 2 is probably mine.
Tybee.
Yes.
Can I tell you that's what I was gonna guess?
Really?
Yeah. I'm a
that
1
makes
wing
me
2.
Happy. You are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I just yelled into the microphone.
I'm not.
But specifically, what's funny is I've been thinking about it ever since you talked about your mental health check-in, and specifically looking back at your video. And when you were describing some of the feelings, the reason why my heart was racing was because I resonate with that so much. And so selfishly, I want to have another 4-hour long conversation with you about this at some point.
Let's.
But the thing that I'm excited that you've got started, and I think I don't want to by any means take over the conversation, but just I think some quick things for people who are interested in possibly looking more at the Enneagram. First thing that I would let everyone know, when you first get into it, you will become so excited and so addicted, and that is all good. That they're all very positive things to have. The one thing that you will recognize about yourself, no matter who you are, is it'll be a combination of some people will definitely know who they are right away, and some people will really struggle to figure it out for a little bit. So one, if you struggle to figure it out, this is okay. There are people who literally study it for years before they truly decide they think they know which one they are. And that's after a lot of self-reflection that they've done that and talking with loved ones and that type of thing. Two, your friend was totally right that both you're supposed to be like, I'm not supposed to really identify someone else. Because at the end of the day, like, the best way to think of the Enneagram is think of it as like an iceberg. Now, everyone sees the 10%. Those are your behaviors and actions that you do on a regular basis that everyone sees. But the problem is the 90%, most people don't know what are the things that are driving you. What are the true motivating factors.
I felt like my difficulty in a lot of this stuff is I know that a lot of people don't know where my like anger or my what is being seen as aggressive, where that comes from, and that it comes from being the other side of the coin of sensitivity. Where on one side, when I am comfortable and feeling happy, like it expresses that sensitivity comes out as being loving or caring or nurturing or whatever, actively engaging with other people. And when I am stressed out, it is not the sensitivity. I take everything personally. Like I have to talk through every single tiny minute problem that has happened because it eats me alive. And a lot of people see that as being controlling or being confrontational or being whatever. And when it's really coming from like, I am experiencing great pain because you said something that really upset me, or I'm having a lot of pain today due to health problems, or I'm whatever. Like it's not coming from a place of true rage. I actually don't have that much of that. I mean, there's the saying that anger is a secondary emotion, that it all stems from pain. And I think that for me, it really is that. And the problem is just that everything hurts. So it comes out in like shitty ways sometimes. Yep. Which is people see as being like controlling. And I'm also somebody who, I don't like astrology. I don't really like Myers-Briggs. I think they're all kind of bullshit. If you like them, this is not a judgment on you. This is just for me. They have always felt silly or just like they had no substance. When I was like trying to date women on dating apps, if they said what their sign was in their profile, I would swipe left because I was like, I'm not having this conversation. I think this is nonsense. I'm not doing this. If somebody asked me what my sign was, I was like, nope. And I know that's maybe not fair, but like to me, it's like, that is nothing. That's nothing. Get that out of my face. And this feels a little bit different to me. It feels a little more like, here is a very real, in 20 days I might feel differently, but it seems like a real look at like, here is a kind of a temperament. Because like in psychology, they talk about that animals, including humans, are born with a temperament, nature, and then they have their nurture things, the traits they have picked up along the way, but often will revert back to nature in times of stress. And I think that Enneagram kind of identifies what's your nature and then talks to you about some of your nurture. Like when you get into the stacks of like the sexual, social, self-preservation, stuff. Oh man, that got fascinating to me. And I think for me, when I was struggling to figure out which number I was, which maybe I'll decide I was wrong, I tried to remember what I was like as a kid before I started to really worry about what people thought of me when I was like 11. Before puberty, I tried to figure out who I was back then, because I was it was very clear. My personality was very clear as a child. And I think it's definitely the one.
Well, and I think something in particular that is important. This is something just that I've learned over time. So the Enneagram became popular in the sense of it started more publicly being taught in the last like 30, 40 years. However, the Enneagram has been around for thousands of years and specifically was not allowed to be taught unless you were willing to give like everything, like in like a mentorship. And what I mean by that is like truly say, I'm not going to use this for anything other than to truly know who I am. And so the reason why that's so cool is as it's become more popular, of course, there have been people who they'll make it into the equivalent of, which Disney princess are you, or those type of things where it becomes, where it just becomes, it takes away what is special about it. And what's special about it is saying, it acknowledges from the beginning, look, we are not saying there are 9 types of people in this world because we're not morons. Right. What we're saying is there are 9 it's a base. And the way that I almost think of it, instead of it's not like 9 numbers, the people who really study the Enneagram talk about it. Think like that gigantic color wheel where we can both, you and me in this case, Tybee, can both be ones with the 2 wings, or we can resonate with that. And at the same time, you can be a dark shade of green, and I can be like a lime green or something. And it's because we have a lot of the same motivations, but we decide to act and respond to it in very different ways. And so many things have shaped that, from our backgrounds to whatever. And I like the fact that it says from the beginning, it's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be a helpful tool. And 2, it's never stagnant. It says you're constantly growing, and you're constantly, hopefully, moving. So you're not just one number. So it's not like, well, like I can be an ass because what can I say? That's just the number I am. It doesn't say that. It says, no, if you are, or people interpret you that way, why do you think they do? And what things can you do to help them understand that that's not truly who you are? Because it sucks to have someone, like, you hear someone think that you're a certain number, you're a certain type of personality, and you're like, I don't want people to perceive me as that. And that's what's really cool about the whole situation. So, good Lord, I want to talk about that for forever, but I want to respect, Tybee, your time as well as everyone else's, and we'll have to be continued, this Enneagram conversation. My
gosh. And we didn't even get into me.
I know. I'm so sorry, Stephen. I mean, yeah, and because your Enneagram number is what it is, you kindly sat there and let us talk as 2 ones. And so I acknowledge that, and both sorry that I didn't give you the space you deserve.
It's okay. I just assume that you both hate me now.
It's not true.
Yeah.
But you have to tell me what you are on the Enneagram.
Oh, I'm a 6 with a 5 wing, Chris, or a 7? I think I'm a 5
7.
wing.
No,
Am I 7 wing? I'm whatever Kate is.
No. You're a 7 and she's a 5.
Oh, okay. So
I only remember
wing.
because of how many freaking times I
don't remember what the 7 wing means about me, but I am a 6 with a 7 wing, everybody.
Okay.
Which means I'm really worried about people loving me at all times.
I understand that feeling.
Yeah, it's the best. Anyway.
Tight.
Tight.
I want to know more about that, but now we're running low on time.
Yeah, we'll have to have you back.
I'll read more about it, and then I'll come back to you with some knowledge, some facts.
And I'll have just as little knowledge as possible.
Perfect.
As I do now. Anyway, if you would like to send us a topic for discussion or a mental health check-in, or you have anything else on your mind, we'll remind you again, we are not professionals, but you can do that over at isthisadultingpod@gmail.com. You could follow us over on Twitter at @isthisunderscoreadulting. I'm at the Stephen Pappas. Chris is at Chris Grimmett. You can find us on Facebook, either at the Facebook page for our show, or if you want to go to the Best Friends group, it's a place where you can post funny dog gifs and mental health check-ins and terrifying mascot pictures to scare me. Whatever you need to post there, it is that safe and brave space for you. So it is both on different occasions. So definitely take advantage of that. Come hang out. We'd love to have you. Last but not least, like, hey, if you're like feeling real generous and you're like, they're all right. Just hit us with one of those, ratings and reviews over at Apple Podcasts. It helps more people find us in our hopefully happy little point of the internet that we try to keep. So, yeah.
And hey, I know we're going short on time, but I have to say this: we're gonna in a second thank our music, as always, the collection, but specifically, they are huge supporters of us. They're huge advocates for mental health, and all of their albums pretty much document the journey that they are going on through with a wide variety of stuff. The new one is on their new tour, which they just started. Please go and check that out. Thecollectionband.com. You can see it. They're going to be in everything from LA to, places in Texas to Midwest to up north to all the above. And they're amazing. It's called Entropy, and it's all about pretty much, it's just a lot of self-reflection, and you're going to love it. It's pretty much a folk orchestra band, and they're amazing in every possible way.
Awesome. Well, speaking of them, we would like to thank the collection for the use of our theme music, The Borrowers, off their album Ars Moriendi. Tybee, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. This has been a lovely time.
Yes, absolutely. Do you want to remind everybody where they can find you and your projects?
At Hello Tybee Wren on Instagram and Twitter. Run a Doctor Who fancast. It's at Run Fancast on Twitter. I did that with Travis Amelia McElroy, and it's a delight. We love Doctor Who. And then also you can see, I just actually did a collection of coming out stories on Yarn, where I worked closely with LGBT writers to adapt their actual coming out stories, including my own, for the platform. And it was a really fun project, and I'm really proud of it, and I'm trying to get more queer content on the app. One of those 1 wing 2 things.
Oh, yeah.
And you can find it there if you like to read other people's text messages. Yarn is probably for
And
you.
who doesn't?
You know? That's where you can find my stuff.
Cool.
That's it.
All right, well, with that, I think that's going to do it for us this week on Is This Adulting? I've been your best friend, Steven.
I've been your best friend, Chris.
And I've been your best friend, Tybee.
And remember, kids, be happy, stay healthy, and go hug someone.
Because you never know, they may just be your Saudi prince.
Aww.
Oh, what a way to wrap it up.
What a sweet little thing you did there, bud.
I know, I tried.
I'm not even going to make a joke this time. I'm just going to say have a good week.
Bye.